And last but not least, I would like to invite our last speaker, Mr. Imran Ismail, HSC Officer of Rotary Engineering Limited, to share his experience in working at height. Mr. Imran, please.
You can see me at the side, I'm a multitasking person. Right. Morning, Mr. Chia, guest of honor, Mr. Pong, and distinguished guests. Today I am presenting about Rotary experience in working at Height Safe. Right, firstly, now as for one of the leading cause of fatalities in the construction industry, the national statistic shows in 2008, we have approximately about 472 fall from height accidents were recorded under the construction industry, and with the trend on increase. Thus, we would like to share how Rotary improves safety when working at height. In Rotary, we regularly train all our employees with working safely at height. We have in-house programs that suit the need of the activity. We provide them with knowledge and practical skills relevant to the regulations and prevention of falls in the workplace. Here you can see that on the training session at site, we use the safe use of ladder, okay, and how to don safety harness. Right. For every work task, we will provide making workers to understand with a method statement and task risk assessment for the job to all our workers. And Rotary strongly emphasize the use of Total Safety Task Instruction, or the TSTI, as a basic useful tool to curb unsafe environment and ensuring all workmen understand his or her hazardous working environment around them. Prior any work task, the supervisor as well as the workers will plan each task for safety and hazards involved. They will discuss and analyze the hazards to reduce the risk. A supervisor would coach the worker to ensure that they understand the safe work process. A frequent communication to ensure that each task performs safely. And finally, they will review if there is any changes in the task. Here I show some sample of the TSTI form in Rotary. We have all the, make it simple that we have boxes where they tick. Okay, the supervisors will actually explain to the workers and to check on their task. And they sign off with the names before they start the work. At Rotary, our craftsmen are continually improving their skills and technologies to improve their services. Here are some examples of some pictures that we are doing at the work site. Okay, there are many more, so I can put in only one slide. Right. In Rotary undertakes the construction such as pump installations, where scaffolds are commonly used. 4 protections are in place, such as safe work platform, fully boarded and guarded scaffolds to ensure the safety of our workers. Every worker is also responsible to inspect the validity of the scaffold tag and visually inspect the structure before they climb. It is their responsibility and everyone's responsibility to understand falls protection policy. We also do structure erections, and most of the times there are difficult access work needs to be done. So the elevator work platform will use to reach at this difficult access work. The frequently use of the boom lift requires that our operator not only they attended are working at high safety, they also attend additional course to operate the boom lift. In tank erection, the unique methods when we erect the tank is using the wind girder. A wind girder installation provides workers access to carry out works on tank shell. A detailed plan focusing on the installation method and the risk assessment were reviewed by professional engineers and to ensure that person involved will be safe when installing the wind girder. can see that the wing girder is installed with a wire mesh and a handrail to protect the workers. And the wing girder is actually secured with an angle pin. Okay. As for the worker protection plan, okay, how we used to anchor for him, we use this lap. Okay, it's been designed, PE design, and also it's proof, lightweight, and it can hold up to about 100 kilograms weight, and it's easily that you can actually hook on a tank shell. Okay, let us take a look on the video clip, short video clip on how the worker installed the wing girder. And you can see that there's a worker on the buggy. Okay, he's already secured and anchored on the buggy, and the buggy will push the wing girder. And first thing he need to is to actually secure the wing girder, and he will anchor the pin. Okay, there are 3 pins in the wing girder which we cannot see. Okay, this video is taken from the ground. Once the wing girder is being secured, okay, next is the worker need to climb over the wing girder to secure the second pin, which is in the middle. So therefore, he needs to move himself to the middle. So before he do that, he will actually use the lug and go over at the shell plate. And this lug is being placed. At all times, he maintain 100% tie off, where one will be clipped onto the buggy. He will actually take out one of the lanyard, hook up onto the lug. Once it's secured to one of the lug, then he will take out another lanyard and actually secure to another lug. So we have 2 lugs onto the shell. Now, as you can see that we have so many high risks involved, especially working at height. Not to forget that we have emergency rescue plan in place. Since 2008, we have trained personnel on height rescue to keep them with necessary skills, just in case if there is any incidents happen. Okay, to show you an example in scenario 1. Okay. If let's say the worker is being suspended, okay, and there's no alternative that we need to use a boom lift. We have a boom lift. If being used, we can use this boom lift to actually retrieve the victim, okay, and bring them down safely. Another alternative in scenario 2, if let's say boom lift have difficulty to get access, then we have a rope rescue equipment. There's the kochaki that we bought, and you can see in the picture that with the victim suspended and the wing girder, for example, there's one wing girder being installed, and we will use the kochaki system to retrieve him and lower him down safely. Okay, let us take a look how we implement the training at various sites. This is when we conducted the training, and we invited the external trainer to conduct the rescue training. Here actually the rescuer giving a suspension loop so that the victim will actually stand and rest to prevent suspension trauma. You can see here there's a telescopic pole. Actually, it is used to extend out the frog. Frog is actually a device where you're going to clip over the D-ring, okay, to the victim. And this device will actually hook on to the D-ring at the back of the harness of the victim. And here the rescuer actually hoists up the victim. It's actually to release the lanyard. Once he managed to release the lanyard, he will then lower down the victim to safety. On the ground, there will be someone to actually rescue the victim and apply for settlement. Right, in summary, okay, we have actually implemented that every new employee underwent work at height training during safety induction course, and we do regular or yearly trainings for and updates. While our rescue training conducted regularly at various sites to suit the construction environment. Not to forget that with the new code of practice being launched, we also already comply with it. And you can see that every one of you will get one of these brochures, right? So we have all the videos and the brochures. Very importantly is that we have the code of practice, which we also mentioned earlier, and this will be the reference for all in any of our working ahead program. And then that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Imran. Now it's time to end the symposium. We in Rotary HSC hope that today's meeting is a memorable experience for all. Once again, I would like to say thank you for all participants in this event. Now, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Fong, Mr. Chia, Ms. Azrina, and the rest of the HODs to proceed to Fully Mean Restaurant, for lunch is provided.